Welcome back, Star Wars fans. It's Star Wars Anna, and today we're diving into the most common criticisms of the Acolyte and sharing my thoughts on each. Let's dive right in. The absence of the Jedi High Council and Vernestra's authority. This criticism questions why the Jedi High Council isn't more involved in the crisis. If the Senate knows Jedi are dying, surely the Council must be aware too. It's puzzling that Vernestra has so much autonomy in handling this situation. Where is Yoda? Why can't he sense the deaths of so many Jedi? This lack of involvement from the highest levels of the Jedi Order feels inconsistent with what we know about how the Jedi typically operate. Episode length and pacing issues. Many viewers felt the episodes were too short and that the story could have been told more efficiently. This is a common issue in Disney's Star Wars content. The pacing often feels off, with too much filler in some areas and rushed plot development in others. It's a delicate balance that The Acolyte, like many of its predecessors, struggles to achieve. Poor character writing. My favourite characters were Kamir and Master Saul. Most of the others fell flat for me. Osha and May, in particular, I failed to connect with. The casting choice for these roles felt off, and their character arcs seemed rushed or underdeveloped. I also thought the Padawan Jackie did an amazing job, played by Daphne Keane. Maybe she would have made a better Osha and May. The show portraying the Jedi negatively. Some viewers felt the show was overly critical of the Jedi Order. However, I saw it as portraying the Jedi as flawed, which they are. This approach actually sets up their fall in the prequels quite nicely. It's not about bashing the Jedi, but rather showing the cracks in their foundation that eventually lead to their downfall. Plagueis spying on Kamir and Osha makes him seem weak, creepy, and takes away from his persona in Legends.
Fuck off! That is not Plagueis watching that shit. You did not just put Darth Plagueis in the show, watching fucking Osha and...
This criticism suggests that Plagueis' need to spy on others diminishes his power and brilliance. However, in Legends material, Plagueis spied on Palpatine with Maul and Qui-Gon with Anakin during the Phantom Menace. This behaviour didn't lessen his reputation then, so it shouldn't now. It actually speaks to his cunning and desire for knowledge. Mother Aniseya's creation of the twins undermines Tenebrous and Plagueis' efforts. Some argue that Mother Aniseya's success in creating Osha and May diminishes the importance of the Sith Lord's similar experiments. However, I initially assumed one of the Sith was behind the twins' creation. If it's Plagueis, it could explain his spying on Kamir and Osha. We still need more details on this plot point to fully understand its implications before criticizing. Sexual tension between Osha and Kamir. This criticism focuses on scenes like Kamir swimming naked in the pool, and the pair holding hands while watching the sunset. Some viewers found these moments cheesy or out of place in a Star Wars story. While I agree it was pretty cheesy, it's a minor issue in the grand scheme of things. That Twilight New Moon meme was hilarious though. Contradiction with Ki-Adi-Mundi's quote about the Sith being extinct. This refers to Ki-Adi-Mundi's line in The Phantom Menace.
Impossible. The Sith have been extinct for a millennium.
I do not believe the Sith could have returned without us knowing.
Hard to see the dark side is.
Some viewers initially saw the Acolyte's plot as contradicting this statement. However, the show cleverly addressed this by having Vernestra pin the killings on Master Saul, explaining away the apparent contradiction.
A rogue Jedi named Sol killed his accomplices to maintain the cover story.
This twist made those who jumped to criticize look hasty in their judgment. Bazil pulling wires to stop Master Saul from firing on May. This moment confused many viewers, myself included. It felt like a contrived way to create tension and save May without proper setup or explanation. The show could have benefited from a clearer motivation for Bazil's actions or a more plausible method of intervention. Ki-Adi-Mundi's age discrepancy. Some fans pointed out that Ki-Adi-Mundi shouldn't have been born yet according to previous lore. However, this information was only specified in non-canon sources, a 1999 CD-ROM, and a 2013 trading card. In current canon, Ki-Adi-Mundi's age has never been definitively established, giving the show some flexibility. While it's a detail worth noting, there are more significant issues to address in the Acolyte. Mei's fate at the end. This criticism questions why Mei couldn't simply leave with Kamir and Osha instead of having her mind wiped. It's a valid point. The mind wipe feels like a forced plot device to possibly help Vernestra track down Kamir if there is a season 2. The show could have benefited from a clearer explanation of why this was necessary, or explored alternative solutions that might have felt more satisfying to the audience. That's my take on the major criticisms of the Acolyte. Did I miss any? Let me know in the comments below. Despite agreeing with some criticisms, I enjoyed the Acolyte overall and hope it gets renewed for a second season. Traitor! What did you think of the show? Share your thoughts below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more Star Wars content.